there a motion to approve the minutes of March 4th?
So moved.
Second.
Glass,
Yes.
Hood,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Barton. Yes. Hannaford.
Yes.
Mr. Holder, let's do the years.
Treasurer's report, $765.64. All bills were paid with the exception of the one that's due yesterday that we hope to get to approve today.
Is there a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
So moved. Second.
Glass,
Yes.
Hood,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Barton. Yes. Hannaford.
Yes.
Is there a motion to enter executive session?
There is, Mr. Chairman, by myself.
Second.
Glass,
Yes.
Hood,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Barton. Yes. Hannaford.
Discussion possible action regarding matters discussed in executive session. Is there a motion?
Okay, I'd like to make a motion that we extend the top dollar figure on our, it was 7 million, we're gonna scoot it to 8 million. That would come from Shared Trust as a loan to pay our bills with Crossland Construction. Is that close enough?
I'll second.
Glass,
Yes.
Hood,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Barton. Yes. Hannaford.
Yes.
Number 9, discussion possible action to approve the proposal for the additional construction of the county extension office.
And I brought that copy too, if anybody wants to look over that.
So I'll speak to that just a little bit. We do need to make a motion to do that. It will need to go out for public bid. There is a bid packet that Glenn's put together for that, for local contractors to bid on. Daryl will kind of be the go-between on that if there's any questions or towards it. Glenn's put it together. So to refresh your memory, Crossland will enclose that facility, and the concrete and the underground plumbing has already been our contract. So what will be part of this contract will be the heat and air that goes with it, and all of the interior that's already been laid out, but finishing the insides of the OSU extension on it. The electrical contractor, all of the interior electrical will have to be done by a contractor that does that. The tie-in back to that main panel will have to go through the contractor that's doing the electricity for the whole event center. But that's a minor thing, right, DK?
Well, he'll have a panel, the way I understand it, they'll have a panel set that will feed that area.
Then they'll tie into
The new subcontractor will just tie into that
Perfect.
panel.
Thank you.
So,
My understanding from Glenn on this, some of the initial numbers were come back way high, and so we're trying to look and see if we can get it done locally more reasonable. Is that kind of also what you're
yeah,
feeling
I
you guys
think
did?
they were, what they threw, $700,000 or something like that to do that little area. And it was the opinion that that could be done for
I have a
much
hammer.
less money.
It was, I think, $77 a square foot for the AC alone.
Yeah.
Just there.
It was,
It's absurd.
Yeah. I'll make that motion to request an RFP proposal for the remodel of that space, or the construction of that space.
Bids. I'll second it.
Glass,
Yes.
Hood,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Klein,
yes.
Barton. Yes. Hannaford.
Yes.
You ready? Discussion possible action regarding the official name of the event center, Salt Fork Event Center.
I move that we make the official name of the event center the Salt Fork Event Center.
Second.
Glass,
Yes.
Hood,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Barton. Yes. Hannaford.
Yes.
We need a motion to make the payment for building number 7 to Crossland Construction Company.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make the motion that we paid that payment number 7, which is just slightly over 1.9 million.
I'll second.
Glass,
Yes.
Hood,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Barton. Yes. Hannaford.
Yes.
Are there any subcommittee updates or discussions we had?
I've just got one. If some of you guys have heard, maybe not, but there were some issues with some of the concrete, specifically on the east end. That was the worst part, and I think they called it flashing or something. They blamed it on the strong winds. Drying it out too fast. Anyway, it's pretty rough in a couple spots there on the very east end of the Expo building, and some spots in the middle. So the solutions are to cut it out and completely have them redo it, or to grind it down and use some type of sealer, try to make it like match. The recommendation from the superintendent was not to cut it out because there's a lot of plumbing going through that area, and if we do that, we run the risk of something happening, if not immediately in the future. So I told them, let's get it, grind it down, let us look, make the determination if we don't like it. Glenn's recommendation was to have cut it all out and start over. So that's where we are on that. That was over a month ago. Talked to Nathan this morning, they still haven't found a subcontractor to come out to grind it down. So,
So is that something we have to pay for?
no, we don't have to pay for it. That was their concrete subs fault. So it looks terrible, just so you know. And it's always gonna collect dirt.
So it's when you grind it down, then what happens?
Well, Glenn doesn't like that idea. It'll look different. And so
It's not going to look like all the rest.
Yeah.
I think we cut it out.
Well, and that's, yeah, Glenn said that, I tend to agree. But I want to give him a chance to, let's see what it looks like. Because if we cut it out, obviously that's going to take more time.
So it's a floor space in a building.
Correct.
It's not outdoors.
No.
Okay.
It's inside the expo building.
How big of a space are we talking? I mean,
So there are just some spots in there. I'd say all total, it's probably maybe 1,000 to 1,200 square feet, all total. The worst part's probably 800 square foot
well, so it's,
on the edge. It's substantial. And then it just seems like there's some spots out towards the middle, but it, you know, like I said, Cecil said, well, let's grind it. I'm like, okay, let's look at it first and see what's going to happen. But it's taken a full month and nothing yet, so I don't, you know, they delay, then we cut it out, and it delays it even more. So that's kind of where we're at, but they just can't find a sub to come out and do it.
The longer we wait, the worse it's going to get, because once they start putting walls up and interior stuff, it's going to be a bigger mess and it's going to be a harder situation. Like Cecil's, he's super cool. I really like him a lot. I really like his recommendations, but man, I wonder if they're not able to find one, or they're just delaying finding
Dragging
one.
their feet a little bit, maybe.
I don't think they're intentionally dragging their feet, personally. But I can certainly push them to get
But if
somebody.
they grind it and we don't like it, they'll still come in and take it out.
Mhm.
It's just a delay of time.
Exactly.
I don't know anything about it. When you say grind, to me, that means reduce, right? And so if
Well,
it reduces, if they polish, can they polish it out, or is it a grind?
It's a grind. Yeah, it's, just a kind of perspective, there are some spots, probably half inch tall bumps in places, yeah,
So it's basically just to level it all out?
and to make it look better.
So how long did it take them to discover that it wasn't right?
Here's the question, who discovered it?
Yeah, that part I don't know.
I think it was you.
No, it wasn't me.
Glenn.
Yeah, it's Glenn.
Maybe it was Glenn.
Probably Glenn. It
So
wasn't-
the expo, that's where they're gonna have reception and whatnot?
No, it's, the expo's the cattle.
Livestock.
Livestock shows, large and small, yeah. So it's not, I mean, yeah, is it gonna look bad? Yeah, but it doesn't really affect.
So most of the time, they're just gonna be covered with something, I mean,
Part of it is
shavings and,
If you clean that with a skid steer or something, you've got lots of, all of a sudden you're gonna hit a piece. I mean,
Right.
it's where,
Mhm.
that's my challenge with it, is how that surface will be maintained, that what's now, it could just chip out one day when you're
Possible.
Yeah.
doing stuff with it.
But no matter what, it's always gonna stay dirty. No matter how, no matter how you try to clean it, it's always gonna look dirty.
I think they cut it out.
Okay.
Sounds like a design committee problem.
That's all I have.
I mean, truly, they're responsible for the line below it if they cut it out. I mean, it's just.
And that's obviously, he's trying to avoid a future
Yeah,
claim against their GL, and I get that, but, yeah, so, thought we'd give them a shot, give them a chance, but they're not taking that chance because it's been the full
So
month.
was it just one day's pour that looks like that?
Apparently, because they were, yeah. And it was one of those days the wind was blowing 40, 50 miles an hour. According to Cecil, that's what caused it, but I get it. Okay.
We've been working on the job description, and Norval and Pat have been working on that with me. We've had several other people that have zoomed in, participated, but we've really gathered a lot of information, and put it together in that draft of a job description that we have. So, anyway, we just probably need some direction from
Did you guys run across a prospect at your meeting?
Okay.
So we probably
Well,
need some,
you could save her a whole lot of work.
so we need some
Have
direction
that
from
person send
the
us the
authority
job
of what our next step is gonna be, so.
Yeah, Melinda, that group has spent a ton of time working on it. And the fruits of the labor were getting to go to that deal. I was sorry that you couldn't go.
Yeah, I had another meeting that day that I had to be at, so.
It was really cool.
I think they want us to host it next.
They do. Actually, I think they're going to give us 1 year reprieve, but they did want us to. I would also, I don't know whether, Mr. Chairman, I don't know whether this is in the right spot or not, but by having this meeting so late, I don't know that we need to meet next, or is this our, next
Maybe
week,
next week.
which is
Next
our
Tuesday.
regularly scheduled meeting, unless somebody feels like that we need to. Can we do that? Can we change that? Can we do that? Just say we're not,
Do you wanna just cancel it and do a
Yeah.
special meeting later?
for the
on?
next one, because there'll probably be another one,
Okay.
because we'll have to do all, well, I'm not gonna jinx it. Yeah, there'll be another one,
Do we need a motion to cancel the meeting?
probably do.
Okay, I move that we cancel our meeting on May the 6th.
I'll second it.
Glass,
Yes.
Hood,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Hannaford.
Yes.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Glass,
Yes.
Hood,
Yes.
Slater,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Klein,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Hannaford.
Yes.